Everyone, welcome to the show. So I wanted to share this decision, even though it came down a couple of weeks ago. So here's the deal, what went down. The Supreme Court declined to take up a lawsuit that sought to remove Joe Biden as president and install Donald Trump. The lawsuit, which is known as Brunson v. Adams, was filed by Roland Brunson. I think that's how you say his first name, Raland. Also, his brothers were in on this, and it had already been kicked to the curb by lower courts for lack of jurisdiction. Brunson filed the case himself. He was acting as his own attorney, and he argued that 291 House members and 94 senators violated their oaths in refusing to investigate the 2020 presidential election. So Brunson was asking for all 385 lawmakers to be removed from office and also for them to be barred from running for public office ever again. He also wanted the court to bar Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Mike Pence from also seeking office in the future. And he requested that the court award him nearly $3 billion in tax-free damages. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Does this guy even know that the Justice Department, Trump's own Justice Department, investigated election fraud ad nauseum, the whole election fraud fairy tale, and Trump's literal lapdog, his Attorney General, Bill Barr, had this to say about the bogus election fraud claims.
Also, I was influenced by the fact that all the early claims that I understood were completely bogus and silly and usually based on complete misinformation. So I set up a lunch with the AP reporter, Mike Balsamo, and I told him at lunch, I made this statement that to date we have not seen fraud on a scale that could have affected a different outcome in the election. And the president was as mad as I've ever seen him, and he was trying to control himself. And the president said, well, this is, killing me. You didn't have to say this. You must have said this because you hate Trump. You hate Trump. And I told him that the stuff that his people were shoveling out to the public was bullshit. I mean, that the claims of fraud were bullshit. And, he was indignant about that. And I reiterated that they'd wasted a whole month on these claims on the Dominion voting machines, and they were idiotic claims. I specifically raised the Dominion voting machines, which I found to be among the most disturbing allegations. Disturbing in the sense that I saw absolutely zero basis for the allegations, but they were made in such a sensational way that they obviously were influencing a lot of people, members of the public, that there was this systemic corruption in the system and that their votes didn't count and that these machines controlled by somebody else were actually determining it, which was complete nonsense. And it was being laid out there. And I told them that it was crazy stuff and they were wasting their time on that. And it was doing a grave disservice to the country.
And what's really funny is that Republicans like Mike Huckabee got his audience all worked up, told them that the Supreme Court is going to take up the case. Just made it up, I guess, or misunderstood and falsely believed that they were. And Brunson still thinks he has a chance. After this SCOTUS rejection, after all the lower courts rejected him, he wrote on Facebook, quote, "The petition was denied. We will now make our next move, a petition for reconsideration. Hang in there, everyone." Yeah, hang in there, everyone. While this guy spins his wheels, I mean, I'm sure any day now, one of these ridiculous lawsuits or one of Mike Lindell's schemes, it's going to pop off. Yeah, Trump is going to be reinstated any day now, guys. Hang in there after 2 years of Biden's presidency. All I can hear in my mind is that line from Beck's song, "I'm a winner. I can feel it." That's what these guys are all about. And I don't know why this guy is representing himself. I can only imagine that legitimate attorneys were probably like, yeah, no, I'm not interested in putting my name on that ridiculous lawsuit. I'm not interested in ending up being disbarred like some of Trump's other attorneys, or being sanctioned to the tune of almost $1 million like Alina Habba, laughed out of court, and yeah, on the verge of losing my livelihood forever like Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani and all the rest. So I would imagine it went something like that. But you never know. I don't know a whole lot about this guy. I'll have to look into him and see. Maybe he's just like a super attorney himself. Maybe he just knows a lot about the law and thought that he was the best one to represent himself. You never know. There is that whole Dunning-Kruger thing. So anyway, I'll let you guys know when I hear more. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate or become a monthly supporter. Really means the world to me. I love you guys. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.